Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning into another video of mine. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite girl groups, NewJeans. Specifically, what I would like to think of as the tragedy of NewJeans. Strap in and let us get started. In February 2025, the members of prolific girl group NewJeans changed their name to NJZ amid their contract dispute with Hybe. Then in March 2025, the Seoul Central District Court sided with their former label Adore, blocking the group's independent activities. The group announced a break from all activities in March 2025, with legal cases still ongoing. All this is heartbreaking because it could not have happened to what I would argue was currently the biggest girl group in the world. They had reached and exceed such great heights, but they still have so much potential and so much to give. In an alternate universe, none of this happened the way it has happened, and their ascent to the top of the world in more ways than one has not been prematurely stalled. I have 5 reasons I will cover in this video of why all this is a tragedy. 1. They are very, very young. We will get into each member and how old they are. 2. They are charting juggernauts. There's a reason why I called them the biggest girl group in the world at the moment. They have the biggest and best charting performance in comparison to all girl groups that have charted. 3. They are luxury brand darlings. We will cover some 2 of their biggest and frankly eye-watering brand deals. 4. It goes without saying that they have a huge fandom. 5. They have 3 albums in the 15 top-selling albums by girl groups in South Korea. That's them taking 1/5 of all the space on the 15 top-selling albums chart. Starting on the first point. They are very young. When I was putting together this video, I was struck by how young the girls are. They were all literally teenagers when they debuted. Actually, 2 of the members are still teenagers. The oldest member of the group, Minji, is currently 21 years old and was born in May 2004. Next we have Hani and Danielle, who are both 20, with Hani being born on October 6, 2004. And Danielle, who was born on April 11, 2005. The next member is Hyerin, who is 18 years old and was born on May 15, 2006. The group's youngest member, Hein, is literally not an adult yet at 17 years old and was born in April 2008. Moving on to the second point, they are charting juggernauts. To demonstrate the impact they have on the charts, I will start off with these 4 quotes. Hype Boy became the longest-running song on the Billboard Global 200 by a K-pop female act. Ditto gained widespread popularity, becoming the longest-running number 1 song on the Circle Digital chart. Their second, Get Up, peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard 200 and sold over 1 million copies in South Korea. NewJeans ETA becomes their 5th MV to hit 100 million views. A recent look at girl groups on the Spotify Top 200 Global Weekly chart shows them second only to megastar's third-generation girl group Blackpink. They have achieved this with only appearances on 3 years on the chart, and with Blackpink are one of the only 2 girl groups that have achieved a total of 1 billion streams on the chart. NewJeans has gotten to this with only 11 songs, in contrast to Blackpink with a whopping 23 songs. Contrast this with their performance on the Spotify Top 200 Weekly South Korea chart at around the same time. They are at the number 1 girl group on that chart in particular with regards to the total number of streams they have on the chart. Number 3, they are luxury brand darlings. Will they keep their luxury brand sponsorships if this state of affairs continues for long? Here are a few examples of brands they are brand ambassadors of. In April 2024, Forbes Korea reported that the group had earned 130 billion in advertising in the course of a single year. NewJeans and Lotte Well Food are Korean brands who appointed them as global ambassadors. Levi's, Calvin Klein, contact lens brand Olan's, jewelry brand Stonehenge, and eyewear brand Kareen. They are also global ambassadors for Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, LG Electronics, Gram, Lotte Pepero, and Indofoods Indomie. NewJeans has also appeared in local and international promotional campaigns of these 19 brands, including SK Telecom promoting the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro. They have also promoted Nike Air Max and McDonald's Korea, just to name a few. With all these brand promotions as a group, let us talk about their individual brand partnerships. Of course, starting off with Minji, we see that she has topped South Korea's brand reputation rankings for K-pop artists numerous times since her debut. On February 13, 2023, Chanel Korea announced that they had signed Minji as one of their brand ambassadors for the categories of beauty, fashion, and watches and jewelry. Impressively, Minji is the first person to be named ambassador for all three categories at the same time. In October 2022, Gucci announced that they had signed on Hani as one of its brand ambassadors. In February 2023, Hani became a global ambassador for Armani Beauty. In March 2024, Hani became a global ambassador for UGG. In January 2023, Burberry announced that Danny had become one of their global ambassadors. In March 2024, Danny became a global brand ambassador for Celine. In December 2024, Danny became an Omega ambassador. On April 26, 2023, Hyerin was appointed by Dior as a global ambassador in jewelry and house ambassador in beauty and fashion. She is the first K-pop artist to be simultaneously named ambassador for all three categories. In May 2024, she starred in Dior's Denim / Jacquard campaign. Last but certainly not least. On December 30, 2022, Louis Vuitton announced Hein as one of their new global house ambassadors, becoming the youngest ambassador for the brand at 14 years old. In April 2023, Hein became the youngest cover girl to be on the cover of Harper's Bazaar Korea. They have a huge fandom. Because of their huge and dedicated fandom, they have been compared to a blue chip at the end of 2023. The Times of India referred to NewJeans as a global pop icon, remarking that they have secured a spot in the heart of pop enthusiasts around the world and became the epitome of modern pop excellence. For example, if we look at the number of Instagram followers that NewJeans have in comparison to their peer girl groups. NewJeans have 12,100,000 followers, Les Seraphim have 9,500,000, Waliv have 6,100,000 and NMIXX have 5,800,000 followers. Moving on to point number 5, they have 3 albums in the 15 top-selling albums by girl groups in South Korea. Only behind IF, who have 4 albums on the top 15 girl group selling albums, we have NewJeans with 3 albums on this chart. Their best-selling album Get Up has sold approximately 2,230,000 copies. So, these are the 5 reasons I am sad about what is happening with NewJeans. I wish these 5 young talented individuals all the best of luck as they navigate all these issues and hope an amicable solution that works for them is reached. I hope to see them get back to doing what they love most, which is making music and being an inspiration to millions around the world. Do you agree with my reasoning as to why all this is a tragedy? I know I did not look at the actual reasons for the fallout with their label, who is to blame for all this and all the discourse that exists around this issue. I just wanted to focus on the girls and what their career so far had been and what it could have been had all this not happened. Thank you for watching. Your support is much appreciated. Let's catch up in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Do not forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed this. Toodles!